Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Oh yes, here we are.
Right back at it again.
We will
Less than 12 hours later?
less than 12
less
hours
than 24 hours later.
We will never stop podcasting.
I know. Back to back is always wild. I'm just like, damn, I have this much stuff to talk about.
We hope.
Yeah, I think we do. We do.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I just told Lemaire I want to do his feud show.
Oh, don't do that.
I don't know
Don't
why.
do
Today I was just watching episodes of Lemaire's show Feud, and I was like, Lemaire, I would like to do this show. I'm sure I'll regret this tomorrow.
Oh, you asked.
I asked him.
Sick.
It looks fun.
It is fun live, but I don't know. I'm like just categorically against Zoom shows.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe I'm not being fun or something, but I haven't seen a compelling reason to do a single one throughout the entire pandemic.
Well, it looks like, because I was watching, I was like, oh, this is like Tom's podcast, but there's somebody there I'm like arguing with. I'm like, I would like to do that. I would like to, because I haven't had a good argument.
If he just called it a podcast instead, I might like it. But the fact that it's like a Zoom show upsets me.
I just want to get into it with somebody.
Damn, maybe, all right, that's a huge change of mindset.
What do you mean?
If I'm like changing it from like, wow, Hot Tub's a fucking Zoom show to like, you hear about this podcast, Hot Tub? They have a bunch of really horrible comics on it, but people seem to like it.
Yeah.
You hear about the show Hot Tub? It's everybody who makes me upset on Twitter. It's two people who at one point, I'm probably, they're still very funny, who for some reason have tapped all the wrong people on the head. And here we are. Man, I've been riled up about the industry the last, 24 hours. Me and Dylan in the chat.
The last 24 hours?
Well, I mean, for years, but... but in particular,
I was like, did I miss a beautiful window where Brendan wasn't worried about the industry?
I think maybe, the week I signed up for community college, I was in, a Zen place. And I was like, this is going to solve everything. I'm not going to want to do stand-up anymore.
Nope.
But wouldn't you know it? Unfortunately... I have deep character flaws that make it so that I want to be a comedian.
Yeah, you guys, the Discord is, honestly, it's making me tap out of the Discord a little bit. The Discord is so wide. You and Dylan specifically, it's like a nor'easter of mental illness sometimes, where I just come in and I'm like, whoa, okay. And then I'm just like, I guess I'll check again tomorrow to see if...
Thank God it doesn't have red receipts. Yeah, because, I don't know, on days I don't see Bae, it's really the only interaction that I do with anyone.
Really?
Yeah. For the most part. I mean, I text her, obviously, or talk to her on the phone and FaceTime and stuff. But, other than that, you guys are really my core source of social interaction.
Brendan,
So-
it's so counterintuitive sounding, but I actually think you would be in a better place mentally if you reinstalled Facebook at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, well, just the fact that your only social interaction is our private evil Discord, it's like that has to be creating such a negative.
Yeah,
gotta
maybe I need some social media. I need to see some doggos and some pupperinos.
Dude, you should join one of these animal groups on Facebook.
Animal groups.
Yeah, dude, like the Dodo or old friend senior dog sanctuary. Just log on to old friend senior dog sanctuary, dude. Look at these old dogs.
Yeah, just curate a very soft Facebook.
That's what you need.
Maybe if I started a Facebook but didn't accept friend requests from any of my friends.
You know what? We should extend this. You know what you should do, Brendan? You should get back into stand-up. You should exclusively perform for puppers and doggos, dude.
That would
You
be so
should be the
sick.
dog. You should be the pupper comedian. You just perform at like Doggo's birthday parties and stuff.
I think Steve
I think
Martin
that's your
did that.
ideal audience.
I think Steve Martin did something like that. Just
Oh, did he?
performed for like a theater of dogs.
It'd be awesome because like you'll do your comedy and you can tell which of the dogs have been trained to be racist.
Yeah. Yeah, I start doing racist jokes and all the pit bulls start barking. Let me hear y'all. How many of y'all hate the mailman? Ooh, I just cannot stand that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, I would love to do black comedy just for dogs. Just like people be drunk at the airport. People be drunk on the plane, y'all.
This would be a sick thing to get caught doing. Like you somehow you have like 8 WAG accounts and you're picking up all these dogs for walks and you just take them to a black box theater in like Santa Monica.
Yeah, you're running a kennel. That's all you tell people.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just you're just there in the you're on stage and you're performing and all the dogs are barking and stuff, and then a janitor just like pokes his head in and you're like, oh no, I have to kill him. I can't let any loose ends get out about this.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I say fuck it. Let's put that show on. Dogs can't pass COVID. It's confirmed. There's a bunch of billboards all over the city letting you know. We should bring back indoor comedy for dogs only, and it's you and me doing it.
We should do that. But I just had a thought, because you know how like every open mic, you pay $5, and who does it go to? Either the bar or fourth wall or the comic ripping you off or like whatever.
Right. All the same.
What if we got just our friends together and we had an open mic? Everybody puts in $5 and we use that money to pay for central casting extras who have to watch.
We Netflix it.
Yeah, we Netflix it, but
We
it's
just Netflix an open mic.
yeah, we Netflix an open mic. It'll cost about the same.
And everybody will feel way better.
Everyone will feel way better. Because we'll only allow people who are like good at comedy to do it. So then the people will be in a good mood. They'll make $20.
That's just to hang out for like that's like $10 an hour. We just put on a good little 2-hour open mic. Oh my god, how have we not figured this grift out before, dude?
Yeah, well, we would just need a location.
Well, let's use your roommate's bedroom. The one who's not living there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be very happy with that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we jam packed.
He comes in he's like, have homeless people been living here?
There's just footprint all over his bed because we didn't take our shoes off, and it's also the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, this is not even close to the most pathetic way anyone has produced a show in Los Angeles.
Dude, I mean, one time we literally, at your house, I think it was before, I don't know if you had moved here, I think it was before you moved here, we had a little fucking open mic just in the living room, and we used the hose end of a vacuum cleaner as a mic. Look, not one of my proudest nights, but in the moment it was kind of alright.
That sounds fun.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
It was not the worst.
The thing is that with these ideas, you can't let word get out.
Ah, fuck. I guess I literally just let word get out, didn't I?
No, I mean, you can tell people about it after the fact, but we can't have fucking Ian Russo showing up trying to get a spot.
God, no, dude. Oh, my God. We were saying this, like, tell me if you think this tracks, because Robbie was pointing out how, like, all of, like, the intellectual dark web alt-right guys now are all, like, in some capacity, like, failed comedians. Like, Dave Rubin was a failed comedian, Steven Crowder was a failed comedian, Gavin McInnes, all these guys. Don't you see, I could totally see Ian Russo being, like, an alt-right figurehead in, like, the next 5 years. Just has a huge YouTube following.
Well, the problem is that He doesn't. Well, I guess a lot of the alt-right guys don't have any charisma either. Like, who fucking enjoys listening to Ben Shapiro talk?
Or Mike Cernovich.
Yeah.
His voice is like fucking nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. And you know, but for the target audience, they're just like, well, he's willing to say the N-word, so
Yes.
I guess this is my guy by default.
We've got to get Ian Ira Russo to stay the end. Ian N-word Russo. That's what we need, dude.
Ian N-word Russo.
Ian N-word Russo.
It'll be funny if I run into him after the pandemic, which at this point is never going to end. I don't think it's ever
going to keep going.
Yeah. I just got an email from school that we're remote through 2021. So
really?
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't know because like the vaccines are apparently doing pretty well. Like apparently they're resistant against the new strains, which is tight. And like we'll see how it goes. Like hopefully like by winter it'll be. I mean we'll fucking see. I'm not getting my hopes up.
I feel like
what'll happen is the pandemic will end, and then like climate change is here.
Yeah.
Like 80% over the last couple of days. You know that 80% of the continental U.S. Was covered in snow?
Seems bad.
It's pretty bad, dude.
I didn't think Texas ever snowed. Maybe that's just me being ignorant.
It's been like I don't know if it's. I know that they've had freezing temperatures. It's been like almost 100 years since then. But well, regardless, they weren't prepared for it. Have you followed that at all? I've been following it like crazy.
It seems like
funny.
A lot of people in our Discord are impacted by it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of listeners in Texas. Well, Texas has its own power grid because they wanted their power grid is separate from. I guess there's like an East Coast power grid and a West Coast power grid that are like I think
that are federally regulated.
Yeah, federally regulated, and Texas is run entirely by this private company. And apparently Texas, they were like minutes away from it. Like if they didn't do the rolling blackouts that they implemented, which by the way, they're only giving to like their highest paying customers. Like they said they were gonna like have rolling blackouts in a way where like everybody got to have a little power to like heat water and shit. Not how it happened. No. But apparently they shut the grid down minutes before like they would have just like. Had no, like the grid was going to be like irreparably damaged to the point where like they wouldn't have had power for like months. It would have been an indefinite power outage in Texas.
Damn.
It's literally a fucking third world country in Texas. my uncle's out there. Yeah. It is.
How many people do you think are
funny.
Are they gonna find like dead in their houses after this?
People are dying. There are already reports of people dying. I mean, did you see like there was this awesome video of like it's like this old couple and the husband is just like walking into the kitchen and there's just what appears to be like a waterfall pouring through like the ceiling of his kitchen. It's so bad, dude.
That seems bad. I saw some Reddit comment about this guy, like he went to go check on his dad and his dad had like gotten nude, like it was the Donner Party or something. Like he had been freezing so long that he started to hallucinate that it was like warm.
Yeah. Hypothermia. Yeah, dude, it's fuck. And then did you
just imagine having to wrangle your nude dad on the ice like that?
That's just Texas living, dude.
Yeah.
We're just out here on the range.
We're going to catch him like a grease pig.
Well, did you see the one, I think it was the mayor, I think he resigned, but the mayor of a town in Texas, he called clean drinking water. He said that people who were looking for clean drinking water just wanted a government handout. And I was this dude rules.
I did see that.
So fucking awesome.
What a retard. Oh, man.
Yeah. They elect him, though.
I guess so. Man, I don't know. Politics has been really upsetting me recently. I think primarily because I am now in a political science 101 class with a bunch of 19-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So, like, and like, I don't want to debate politics with anyone, especially anyone 19. But she just keeps being like, all right, we're going to do a class activity. We're going to debate socialism versus capitalism. And then I have to talk to, like, this 19-year-old kid whose dad owns, like, a pool supply store about, like, why I...
Yeah, he loves the free market.
Yeah, it's like this dude from, like, a pro-Trump Armenian family who's just like, capitalism is fucking sick. And I'm just like, dude, please don't make me do this. Like, I don't even think that I'm, like, so right. Like, I'm not the kind of person where it's like, I'm so right that I shouldn't even have to debate this person. It's just like, what are we learning? Like, come on. We know that the curriculum tells you that you have to tell us that, like, the way the U.S. does is good.
Right.
So why are we doing a debate? Please just give me my propaganda. I'll write it down on the test.
Yeah, man, it's fucking. I don't know. I get too riled up when I debate politics. Also, I can only debate politics for about like 3 minutes before I start talking about,
Yeah.
before we go way too like far down like different rabbit holes. Before I start talking about Dave Chappelle breaking his Illuminati spell. Like all this stuff. Because to me, I can't separate it. It's all inextricably connected.
Well, now, somehow, like, within a year... I mean, I've said this before, but, like, somehow within a year of Jeffrey Epstein being murdered by the Illuminati or whatever, we're, like... I mean, I shouldn't say it that way. That makes it sound crazy. But, like, not the Illuminati, but, like, by, obviously, the government or, like, very powerful people. But it's, like, within a year of that, now everybody's like, oh, man, what? You fucking believe in... It's like, what, you think that there's pedophiles on Earth? What? All right, QAnon guy.
There's never been a documented pedophile on Earth, Brendan. Yeah, it's all. I guess it's also weird how like all of these fringe conversations, as more stuff comes to light, and as we're in this age of like information overload, like that stuff it inherently gets pulled in from the fringe because it's on its face, like directly connected to everything going on. That all of our leaders very transparently have their hands in very dirty pots. And the information is readily available for you to look up. It's just fucking weird. So it's hard to even argue the merits of like somebody who claims to be fiscally conservative and socially liberal, because you're like, you can't separate liberal social politics from like, what's the word I want to use? Fiscal economic policies, because they're directly tied to one another.
Indeed they are. And I'm just having a hell of a time in this class because like another factor to it is that the teacher is just this like nice lady who grew up in Yemen. So to her, America is sick.
Oh, she loves
like to her, she's like, isn't it great how democracy works like comparatively very well?
That's the frustrating argument. And it's kind of a bad faith of our argument, even when you talk about like all the people that Bernie lost in Cuba when he like lauded like the healthcare and the education system in Cuba. It's like, well, yeah, of course the people who fucking left Cuba to come here they're not going to vibe with that, but you can't say that that's represented. And I'm also not defending Cuba 100% here, but like, of course those people aren't going to be like, yeah,
they let us have a very nice prison there, and we appreciate it. I was thinking about the other day, like, they've been talking about Guantanamo Bay my entire life. Who's in there? I have no fucking idea.
I don't know, but it honestly looks sick. I mean, it sounds like metal.
Yeah.
It's the most metal place I've ever seen.
To make a very soy comparison, it's like where they put the Sinister Six when Spider-Man gets him.
Dude, it is 100%. It's Arkham Asylum for fucking for Muslim terrorists.
Is it all Muslims? Like,
I'm sure.
Or can you like
not.
fuck up so bad on American soil that you get sent there?
I'm looking it up right now. Who is in Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah, could we drop a podcast episode like so treasonous that we wind up there?
All right, so this is how much they don't want you to know, because I searched who is in Guantanamo Bay. You immediately get a list: William Shatner, Julie Bowen, Mitch Pileggi, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, but it's actors. It says actors in episode Guantanamo Bay. But it doesn't tell you of what fucking show. Like, they do not want you to know.
Google is so fucked.
What the fuck is... Now I want to know what the fuck this is.
It'd be sick if they send Trump there and it's like the kingpin. He's just like living it up. He's the king. Everyone respects him. He gets to...
Yeah, they start...
He's in like the big Al Capone cell with like like Victorian furniture.
They start playing that fucking, like, they have that Metallica music cranked up to torture people. And she's like, turn it up, I like it. I'm a big fan. Great record. I love this record. All right, so I'm looking...
And he just has, like, a tunnel out. He just comes and goes as he pleases.
All right, Brandon, I have looked up the list of Guantanamo Bay detainees.
Uh-huh.
It is... So I'm literally... I think I'm like 200 people down now. It's all al-Muhammad's, al-Mataris, al-Mujahid. It is... 100% Muslim dudes. It's only Muslim dudes.
Damn.
I can't believe there's not a single fucking, like, William or
Yeah, you'd think that there would be a single white guy. Just
There's
for
not.
optics. Just for optics alone.
Dude, I have to say, the diversity at Guantanamo Bay is really, it's very lacking.
Mm.
Are there any chicks here? Are there any chicks in Guantanamo? I'm definitely not.
Oh, there can't be. Though, I mean, it's not like they're, it's not like they're serial killers. It's like they're not, it's not like it has to be like Supermax because people are like eating guards and shit.
Right.
Maybe it's kind of chill. I mean,
Damn,
I would assume not. But.
Dude, some of these people, I'm looking at this like Rahman Asadullah Abdul. He was captured in late 2001. He was 12. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Good God.
Some of there's a lot of like straight up like like pre-teens in Guantanamo Bay. What are they doing to? Well, we know what they're doing to them. What am I saying?
Damn.
Wow, that's fucking wild, dude.
That was to appease the prisoners. They're like, all right, we'll get you some boys if you stop staying up past lights out. If everybody observes bedtime, we'll get you some nice little boys.
Yeah, well, I went down the list. It's exclusively Middle Eastern dudes. That's wild. I wonder if there's a fucking like rule about that. It doesn't say anything. That's so fucking weird. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go down the Guantanamo Bay.
I'm honestly surprised that we can even get a list.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Wild.
You're right. You're right, though. I'm sure there's like 300. I'm sure that there are hundreds of redacted names that we're not seeing.
What a wild like journey though, to get like arrested in your home country, and then you get sent to a prison not even in the country of the people who have arrested you. Right. They send you to a prison in a country that they're enemies with. Right. Like, why is America allowed to have that there?
And also, what's so funny is, like, you get there, and it's every single person who disappeared from your hometown. You're like, oh, they're all here, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the prison in Goodfellas. You get there, and they're all making pasta. Oh! There he is.
It's really the same as what people think of as heaven, where you die, and then you wake up, and all your loved ones who you haven't seen in so long are there.
Yeah, damn. You know what? Guantanamo Bay, Brendan, I think I've looped around. It actually sounds kind of
sounds
nice.
like it's for the fellas, really.
It does sound like Muslim heaven now that I think about it. I think I'm going to start calling it that. I think I'm going to start calling Guantanamo Bay Muslim heaven.
Man, those boys in there have got to have a weird sexual awakening going on, because like they're arrested like before puberty, and they have never seen a woman since.
Oh yeah, dude.
And they also believe more than anything that being gay is wrong.
And also, just dude, to go through puberty, to start getting hair on your nuts, like as you're being tortured every day, like they electroshock it off, like it feels very Sisyphean. Like the hair grows, they shock it off you, the hair grows again. It's got to be that's got to be a real mind fuck.
Who are these guards? Who fucking works there?
Whoever they are, I guarantee you, they've been having a ball for the past 20 years. I bet you they love clocking into work every day. It's funny, like the prison, the torture techniques at Guantanamo Bay. Everything I've heard about it, like it seems like they're literally just like throwing stuff out there. Like, yeah, we're gonna play CDs really loud. Mm-hmm. We're gonna what is waterboarding? Isn't waterboarding where like they're not actually drowning you? Like they put something over your.
They call it simulated drowning, but they are drowning you. Are
they really?
Yeah. I mean, the water goes. They put a rag over your face, and then they just pour water in your mouth and nose.
Mm-hmm.
So you are drowning. It is going in your lungs.
Okay, so people don't like that, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's typically considered a bad time.
Because I saw like a depiction of waterboarding where like they pulled like plastic over this guy's face, and then they like poured water like onto the plastic. So like it's not actually like he's not actually drowning. It's just like the simulation. And I was kind of like, oh, he's not even getting wet. Not really, you know?
I don't think that it's normally plastic. I think it's usually like cloth.
Like a cloth? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I was being too hard on people who are waterboarded.
You thought they were all pussies?
I was like, come on, dude, you're not even in the pool. You're in a chair, you can feel yourself sitting down. Mind over matter. That's what if I went to Guantanamo Bay, it would be total mind over matter. I'd be too Eastern for them. They would not be able to torture me. I always think about that one picture of the dude where, like, what? He's, like, standing on the, like, what is that
crucified.
picture?
Is he on, like, a bucket or something?
Well, so here's what I thought what it was it was like the floor is lava type thing. Like, I thought maybe the floor was wet and they had electrocuted
You thought they were all playing games.
That's what I thought it was. It does seem like high-stakes games.
Uh-huh.
That's what Guantanamo Bay seems like. It feels very like Battle Royale Running Man.
Are these dudes who live there permanently, or is it like the lighthouse where you get sent for like 2 months, then you go back to your family?
Oh, you mean the guards?
Yeah. Who the
That's
fuck
a
are
great
these
question.
people?
That's the next thing I'm Googling, dude. Who are the guards at Guantanamo Bay, and how much do they love their job?
Someone just looking at your Google history, and you just Google, how sick is Guantanamo Bay?
You know what, Brendan?
You ever get so confident in your opinion, you start Googling rhetorical questions? How fucking sick is that? And then Google is just like, nice.
Oh, man, I found an Esquire article from 2008. What it feels like to be a prison guard at Guantanamo Bay. Right off the bat, the first question is, I liked working the night shifts. So the first thing this guy has to say about working at Guantanamo Bay is he liked it.
It's honestly pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, he says he liked it because. Oh no, so he's sad about it. Never mind. Okay, I spoke too soon. He goes. I liked working the night shifts because whenever they were awake, I wanted to apologize to them. Which I guess they can't have you doing if you're a guard.
Yeah, I guess pretty much they don't want you to do that.
Okay. Well, maybe these guards have a bad attitude. You have to. If you don't love your job, what are you even doing there, dude?
Mm-hmm. What would your approach be if you were a prison guard? Would you try to empathize with them? Would you have like an iron fist?
I think in all, it's just my nature to be a spoon. You know what I mean? To stir things up.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I would definitely try to. I feel like I definitely might get the prisoners a little riled up. I don't know. Because I,
man, this is like fucked up that you're in here.
If it was up to me, I'd let you guys out. I swear to God.
Yeah. Yeah, you should really band together and do something.
Just make sure you do it when I'm not here.
Yeah,
Let me give you my schedule. I'll give you. I can point out the most, basically the optimum days for you guys to rise up and overthrow the prison. If you can do it on a Wednesday or a Friday, that'd be great.
And then your phone's ringing. You're like, oh fuck, they can call me in. Damn, I did not think about that. Nick, we need you to come in. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, you're fired.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. I would empathize too much with prisoners, dude, because I would know that it was a sliding. I'm a sliding doors moment away from being behind those bars myself, so I feel like I get in there. I'd probably sneak them treats and stuff.
Yeah. By which you mean you'd smuggle contraband.
Yeah, sneak them treats. Why?
Yeah, you'd be in there, but you'd piss them off because you'd be getting them the wrong drugs. They're like, man, is this Molly? You're like, no, it's 5-HTP. It's the opposite, actually. It's going to make you feel very strong.
Yeah, or like, there's a guy in there, he's like, yo, can you give me H and cigarettes? And I'm like, yeah, let me see what I can do. And I just come back with like 100 strip of acid. And I'm like, I really think you'll like it. I think that if you and your friends do this, it'll really change your perspective of being in here. I just think everybody should do it. What can I say?
Oh God, tripping in prison would be no fun, I'd imagine.
I mean, you know what, dude? If you can't free your body, you might as well free your mind.
But what if you didn't take enough to really like let go, and then you're just like tripping, well aware that you're in prison?
Yeah, you're just really seeing all the bugs in your cell. Yeah, that would be. I guess you're right. But Brendan, at the same time, you can't know what somebody's experience is going to be, and sometimes you have to roll those dice for them.
I pray that day never comes for us. I have a feeling that if we do this podcast long enough, one day it will, and I hope not.
Look, man, I can't tell you anymore. At this point, I can't play my hand too early.
Indeed.
I feel like Dan and I are gonna give it to you like at the top of a cliff we've ascended one day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll like put it in your water or something.
I guess that might be.
If we got you tripping as you ascended a great mountain, I think that it would make everything fall into place.
I don't know if, because I was thinking about that like earlier this year. I was like, man, I don't have a job. I don't have anywhere to be for a very long time. What if I tried like mushrooms now? And then I was like, no, I'll spiral about the global pandemic. Obviously.
Yeah, maybe. Brendan, there's always something to spiral about, right? I mean, we're on a,
I think it's too late to become a drug guy.
It is. Yeah. For you, it is.
If you
too
become a
late to
drug
become
guy
a
at
drug
29, that's no good. You're Kevin Smith. You can't be Kevin Smith.
Well, yeah, but you say that, but at the same time, you became a Grateful Dead guy. Like you leaned hard into Grateful Dead in your late 20s. It's like all the embarrassing parts.
The Grateful Dead, that's been the whole time.
Right, sure, but you're still unabashedly like a Grateful Dead guy in your late 20s. So it's like you got the embarrassing part out of the way. All right, now it's just time to take your medicine.
I don't know. Should I start smoking weed again?
You could. I mean, weed. Here's the thing, Brendan. I don't think weed is a drug for you. Weed.
No, it's
the way
it really, like 1 out of every 4 or 5 times, it's like an eternal torment.
Yeah,
but the other time's pretty chill. The music sounds pretty good. Have some snacks.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
You do love the snacks.
I do love snacks.
Well, the way that weed sets off your anxiety, psychedelics, for me at least, like I can't smoke weed either. Mm-hmm. When I smoke weed, it's just such a nightmare, dude. I have to. We've talked about it before. I think I have a good idea. Everybody looks at me like I'm a monster. I have to walk the hills until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's a really bad time, and that's never happened to me when I've like been tripping.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, like, an unnamed relative says it helps his anxiety. So
I don't understand people who use. I mean, like, maybe there's a strain that you get accustomed to. I don't know. Maybe he's smoking really shitty weed. I remember, like,
in my
smoking
experience,
mids.
like when I was smoking shitty weed in Philly, it was very enjoyable. But then when I tried California weed, they like engineered all the chill parts out of it.
Yeah, they want to make it like a very stimulating experience, which seems counterintuitive to what people like about weed.
No, I want to be barely high for a while.
Right. Maybe, you know what? I will tell you what does work. It doesn't get you high, but CBD does wonders for my anxiety.
When I tried it, it didn't do anything.
I just noticed that like when I take CBD, my leg doesn't shake. I don't have racing thoughts. I don't second guess myself.
Mm-hmm. You're not shaking the 5-HTP container next to the microphone.
I'm not doing it today, and you want to know why? Because I took 5-HTP. Because I got my little medicine, dude.
So let's run down your loadout again. So you got 5-HTP, vitamin D.
We got vitamin D. We got
throwing CBD in there now. Is that new?
No, I mean CBD is CBD is expensive. CBD is not. I haven't.
It's
CBD.
more expensive than just like weed gummies. I don't understand.
Yeah, but you want to know why? Because you're paying for the luxury of like feeling calm without being high. You've got to like extract it from the you know what I mean? Feels like you're getting oil out of the ground or something.
Yeah, but that's fucking any product. You ever see how they make chocolate and that's fucking $1?
Fuck, that's true. I didn't think about that. All right, what do I have? I got my probiotics with my prebiotic fiber. You need that. I'm trying to keep my gut healthy. I've got B12, which I was taking too much of because I didn't realize that one of these pills is 41,667%. That's 41,000% more than you need in a day. So
they put that shit in like Monster, don't they? B12.
Yeah, but I don't think they put this much in there. This is for like I got pills for people with like a B12 deficiency because I was like I need a better metabolism, and I was taking entirely too much of this. I had to I cut these pills up like they're drugs now.
Is your metabolism bad?
What?
Is your metabolism bad? Do you ever like calorie count?
It's my metabolism definitely slowed down in the pandemic because I started eating a lot of like carbs and shit.
Yeah.
And now
Well,
I'm, like,
you're probably
cutting
just not
carbs out.
moving.
Yeah, I'm laying in bed. Now I'm moving again, cutting carbs out, trying to speed my metabolism back up.
Yeah.
So I just take that.
You know what's a rough stat? I have a Fitbit. You know what's a rough stat that I get every day is
Let's hear
how many stairs I climbed. And then I get to see
many?
how little I even like left my room to go like make food. Like, I think I'm on 4 flights of stairs for the day so far.
Oh, damn, that's it?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Down and back up 4 times.
I should get I mean, doesn't your iPhone track it too?
I think so. I don't know.
Because I think mine's probably busted with that crack my phone is. But there was a point in time when I was easily getting like 30 to 40,000 steps a day, which I'd like to get back to.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot of fucking
That's when you
running
were
up and down.
That's when you were
the
homeless,
metro
right?
stairs. That's when I was homeless. That's when I was walking to sell my plasma. That's when I was, when I would walk 8 hours. When I would get up in the morning and get
All right,
back
this
to my
makes
car.
sense now.
Yeah. I was also, dude, I was so tan. Oh my God, I was beautifully tan. I remember I saw
Throw you on a lineup. That's how tan you are.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I saw Tim
Let's
and
book
Kelly,
that man on a comedy show.
This is when I looked straight up fucking Lebanese.
Uh-huh.
I was probably like at my most desperate, like walking 8 hours a day to sell my blood, eating 1 meal a day, fucking my back up from like sleeping in my car. And I stopped by the house to get something and I saw Tim and Kelly was like, Nick, you look so healthy. What are you doing? And I was like, I am on the fringes of society. I am literally hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, you're an anorexic girl everyone thinks is hot.
Yeah.
Just like, no, my teeth are falling out. I think you might face some competition soon because I have been seeing selling your plasma as an idea in like Reddit comment threads about like, how do I make money during this pandemic? Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
I won't sell my plasma anymore. I have almost destroyed the veins in my arms. They've like kind of collapsed.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I sold so much plasma that it had the same effect.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I sold so much plasma that it had the same effect on my body as like doing heroin for years.
Yeah, well, that's probably good that happened before you have money. Like, if you ever become rich, I feel like you'd be like the Philip Seymour Hoffman guy, where you're like at the top of the world doing heroin.
Oh, Brandon, if I want to do heroin, I'll put it in my eye, put it between my toes. There's plenty of ways to do heroin. I'm a determined person, all right? I was walking 8 hours to sell my blood.
That would be funny if you go sell plasma and you're like spreading your toes.
Some people dude, you joke. Some people there literally they had to poke their toes or like poke the back of their hands because I don't know if it was from drugs or there were some lifetime plasma donators that I became very familiar with. People were like, I would see them we'd come in on the set, they'd be like, oh, what's going on, Rodney? How you doing?
Yeah, that's the part that worries me. Like I can handle shots and like giving blood fine, but it's just not supposed to happen that much in your life.
It's bad when you start to join a community. When you've donated so much plasma that it would be like going to AA for you.
Yeah,
probably
when you're there with
with
your boys.
Everybody's just fucking posted up. The best part, dude, the thing I do miss about plasma is dudes like trying to mac on the nurses so hard they're about to fuck up the needle in their own arm because they're like leaning off the chair to try to like hit on the phlebotomist.
Damn, that is some confidence. Being like, yeah, I'm pretty down on my luck right now, and she very well knows this, but I think that I can close.
I mean, dude, some of those nurses were cute, dude.
I'm sure.
There was
nurses. Nurses cover a wide range, but there are a lot of very hot and a lot of very unfortunate looking nurses. Not much in the middle, I would say.
You're right. It's
a very stratified profession when it comes to sweeties.
There's 2s or there's 9s. That's how nurses are, dude.
Uh-huh.
And that is the truest thing that I've ever observed. There's 2s and 9s exclusively,
mm-hmm.
and they love you, and they're all friends with each other. I remember there was a day. Oh, dude, there was a day at the plasma donation place that was so fucking wild because this person donated. He fucked up. He ate like a greasy meal, so it took him like 3 hours because like his blood was literally chunky. If you've had a really greasy meal, not drunk, not had a lot of water, you'll literally have like chunky blood. They've got to like change out the tubes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was unhappy with the amount of money that he was given. I think they loaded up like $35 on his card for 3 hours. So this man flipped the fuck out and threw a chair through the glass door. Like it was so, I mean, he just hulked out and fucking destroyed the entrance of the plasma center. and then ran through the chairs where we all have to stay there because there's a huge fucking needle in your arm, and if you move you'll like hurt yourself. And so this dude is just like unhinged, like fucking like running through the rows of us all donating our blood, and we're just like, what the fuck do we even do right now?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna start like pulling needles out of people. It was very fun.
Damn, you would voluntarily like join the Matrix, I think. For as much as you hate VR, they would give you a chair and some needles and you'd be like, I'm home.
Well, if it was really good, I would. My hesitance my big hesitance with VR right now is I'm not convinced by it, but the minute I'm convinced by it, I'm like, yeah, all right, fuck it, put me in.
I've been seeing a lot of like talk online about like, yeah, we really need to work on VR so that it's good because we're really going to need it in a couple of years. And it's like, we should not be talking about it this way.
Nah, man, that's transhumanism. They're optimistic about VR because it's like, of course the planet's fucked.
Yeah.
This is the only option we have.
Yeah, I would love to be playing Wii tennis while my house is turning into an ice rink around me.
To just be permanently sealed into your me avatar. Yeah. You just look down, you've got no fingers, no dick. You're like, oh my god, perfect.
Yeah.
This is what I've dreamed of.
Well, that's the haunting part about what was that game I played? It was really good. It's like the other, like, it came out before Half-Life Alyx, but
Boneworks.
Boneworks. I liked it better than Half-Life Alyx. But though I never finished Half-Life Alyx. But
wow, you're so excited for it though.
I was, but I think, I was getting a little heavier. I really don't want to stand up the whole time that I'm gaming.
Yeah, this is what I was saying about VR.
Yeah.
Is like all these all these nerds who are so excited about VR don't realize that it's getting so good that it's just going to be exercise. Like it's everything that you don't like about gaming.
I don't know. I mean, some people sit in a chair while they do it, but I don't know. It felt like cheating to me. It like wasn't immersive anymore.
Right.
But anyway, in Boneworks, it starts where like you watch a video of like you breaking into like this lab, and then you sit down and you put the headset on, or like like you're supposed to be the character you're playing, and at the end you watch another video of that guy get shot in the head, and then you just like continue existing in there. And I'm just like, damn,
Christ,
this is like my intro to this technology, and I'm already like scarred about it.
Well, I guess what's weird is like they're like the fact that they're like winking at like the dark and eventually definitely real implications of like all this shit. I don't know. Like it seems weird that they would make light of something that will almost certainly happen at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like everybody pushing this technology is very aware of like, the Pandora's box that they're probably opening, and there's like there's a weird wry humorous attitude about it where I'm just like, oh, is this good?
Yeah. Yeah, no one is questioning if we should continue doing shit. Why the fuck are we on Mars right now?
What is there for us?
Could we have, like, fuck, why did we spend all that fucking money going to Mars in the middle of all this?
This is where it's like, again, there's this great Gil Scott-Heron poem. This is why I think, like, NASA's kind of a fucking waste of money. I mean, like, some of it's good. Like, we need to be able to monitor, like, asteroids and meteors and shit in case one of them hits us.
It's just false hope that we're going to be able to, like, find a new world. We won't.
Well, it's false hope for us, but, I mean, for, the wealthiest people on Earth, it's actually probably a somewhat viable option a couple decades down the line. Which is unfortunate.
Dude. How are you going to fucking, like, you can't terraform a planet. What, you're going to build a dome, and then with what resources are you going to maintain it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they gotta like get stuff there from here. I guess they've got to start like you got to send up like a shuttle.
I don't think
like,
it's ever going to
tomatoes and
work.
shit.
I think we're all going to fucking die on this planet.
Well, I remember there was like an NPR. I think this is actually we talked about this on an episode we didn't release, like back in one of the earliest days of Coward Hour.
Oh, really?
There was
yeah,
an
that used to
NPR
happen a lot.
Yeah. Well, we were finding our groove. What can I say?
Yeah.
But there was an NPR story that I was listening to. I still had a car at this point. There was an NPR story that I was listening to where it was like a fucking 30-minute segment where they were talking about planning for holding the Olympics on Mars and taking the different gravitational pull of the planet into account and how we have to adjust the games when we're playing them on a Martian landscape. And it's just like, what the fuck this is a waste of time.
Yeah.
This is not gonna happen. Somebody's gonna be fucking pole vaulting on Mars, a rock's gonna hit the glass around their helmet and they're gonna suffocate on the fucking on the field in front of however many thousands of people are watching.
Ugh.
It'll be the first time in the Olympics where like you'll see mass death because people like accidentally they tripped and fell and their air tube came unplugged. Which will be pretty fucking funny.
That does sound sick.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah.
It did seem to me. It's the whole time I was listening to it. It was like, and also like the air of seriousness with which they were talking about like this clear puff piece just to fill the fucking hour on NPR. It's like, who are we kidding? Who is this for? Who's excited by this?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. It bothered me the way because I guess apparently at the beginning of every one of these political science classes we're gonna like discuss the news. She's like, something really important happened today. Does anyone know what it was? And I'm like, Texas. And she's like, they landed a rover on Mars. Isn't that exciting? It's really, really big. And I'm just like,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. Somebody shared like the picture of it's like wow, the Mars rover just sent back its first image from Mars. Isn't this incredible? It took it took however many years to get here. Looks like shit. It's a fisheye lens photo. It's black and white. You have no idea what you're looking at. Fuck it. I don't know if that came from Mars. I have no reason to believe that it did.
Yeah.
Why isn't it HD?
Yeah.
Fuck Mars, dude.
Fuck Mars. We don't need it.
Mars. Honestly?
Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to... All right, all the Patreon earnings are now going into the Coward Hour space program. We're going to get to space before Elon Musk, or we're going to get to Mars before Elon Musk. We're going to fucking blow it up. Say, you're all stuck. We're all stuck here, bitch.
Be good, take care of it. Dude, this is my thing. Like, how many billions of dollars did we spend going to the moon, however many times we spent going to the moon? And really, what did we get out of that?
Nothing.
Some rocks? We got rocks.
Yeah, we got
rocks. Put the flag up there.
We got rocks. I mean, really what we got was like data and technology that we acquired like building the rockets and stuff that we could then use to make weapons.
Right, exactly.
That's all that we really got.
And also the optics of crushing the Ruskies, dude.
Yeah.
They were getting too big for their britches.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, I was also riled up in this political science class. We were talking about like the tragedy of the commons. Do you know what that is? I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like they use this metaphor where it's like, imagine a pond with 12 fish in it. Every night the fish pair off and they produce one additional fish. So if the 4 fishermen all agree to only take 1 fish every day, there's unlimited fish forever. But if even one starts taking extra fish, then the fish die out. And the class's consensus was like, yeah, this is, it really kind of proves that socialism doesn't work because, like, who would agree to only take 1 fish? And I'm just, like, in my room, just, like, fear. I got so mad I was, like, lifting weights.
That's powerful to start lifting on Zoom, dude.
Not on camera.
Oh, I would leave the camera on.
I have my camera off all the time. You're strongly encouraged to keep it on, but they're not allowed to make you.
I'm telling you.
I don't have my... What if I forget I'm on camera and I pick my nose or something? I'm not getting... Plus, like, I'm the old guy in class. I'm not getting fucking screen capped. Fuck you.
Dude, she should you should like keep your camera off one day, and she like tells you to turn it on. She's like, Brendan, please turn your camera on and join the class. And when you turn it on, you're just like in the Travis Bickle pose with like a revolver. Your foot is on the computer. You just see your foot like tipping the computer over a box.
Yeah. God, it's infuriating. I need to drop this class. I'm only taking this class because another class I'm on the wait list for.
Right.
And I'm hoping that I get into that one so that I can fucking drop this. Because I didn't want to take political science for my social studies credit. I wanted to take history, because history is sick. It's full of dudes rock moments.
It's nothing but dudes rock, dude. They wouldn't let anybody else rock.
Historically, dudes primarily rocked.
Historically, dudes did the majority of the rocking. Historically, there was a lot. They carried it on their shoulders. There's a couple ladies dudes rock, right? Like Joan of Arc, very dudes rock lady.
Mm-hmm.
But still, again, it's dudes rock.
It's mostly
she was
dudes
embodying
rock.
A very dude.
She had her titties out. That's dudes rock.
It was super dudes rock, dude.
Yeah. Why did she have her titties out? Or is that just how they painted her? Is there any sort of historical data that she had her titties out?
I mean, I would imagine that back in the day, primitive clothing, heat of battle, I'd imagine a titty or two fell out. Plus, wasn't she like doing it like, wasn't part of it to like boost morale? Like everybody was kind of horny. Like, again, very dudes rock to show a titty and just like rile up all the men.
Yeah, she was the first e-girl.
Joan of Arc was absolutely the first. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's as fucking
all the
smart
incels
observation.
charging into battle. And she's on Twitter posting pics of her with the gun looking all hot. Hey boys, I'm a girl incel. I would maybe fuck you.
Yeah, Joan of Arc was hot, dude.
Yeah. What do you think is going through the mind of like those girls where they're like, yeah, I'm going to cultivate a persona that attracts only the most desperate, deranged men online?
They're thinking that it's a direct line to their wallets and bank accounts.
Yeah, you're right.
Which, hard to fault them, honestly. I'm like, hey man, go for it. These people are stupid enough. Take their money.
Mm-hmm.
I can't knock what I myself am guilty of.
Yeah. When are you gonna dip your toe back in the old sex work?
I mean, let's see how bad things get. I love claiming sex worker valor. I don't even have to steal it like all the other valor in my life. That's
one day I'll get you to explain any of this on the podcast. One day.
I've explained some of it.
But there's like two really great stories that you have not told.
Yes, I know. One of them I will tell. I've told the story about like when I was running that Findom account.
Yeah.
Communicating with men under false pretenses. They thought that I was a plus-sized woman.
It's so funny that you were catfishing them with like not even a good fish.
Yeah.
You're dangling like a minnow in front of them.
It was the worst sting operation of all time.
Hey boys, you want to fuck me? And it's a photo of a guy, and they're like, no. And you're like, you want to fuck me? And it's just a morbidly obese woman. They're like, I guess a little bit more than before.
No, I do. I don't even know if I want to fuck you. I just want to show you my turds. That guy was the bomb. I still have his Facebook profile bookmarked on my computer. Just in case.
Damn. When you get threatened with being doxxed by a Findom, you'd think you'd delete Facebook.
No way.
But it really shows like some people will never delete Facebook.
That guy was giving himself enemas, just like our friend in There's No I in Threesome.
Mm.
he was giving himself enemas and showing me.
We should get that guy on the cast, because I don't think that he's really blowing up much. Like I checked, he has like 3,000 Instagram followers. Movie's been up for like a couple weeks.
Yo, let's DM him, dude. If we could get him and Paul Schrader back to back, that would be amazing.
That would be sick. Do you think we could get Paul Schrader?
Well, I sent him a message today. I'm gonna email him next. Because I think I've got a pretty reliable email to get to him. Just because, like, dude, he keeps posting about do you follow his Facebook?
No.
Paul Schrader is incredible. Paul Schrader cannot stop simping on Facebook. Just literally, like, he's just under every Gal Gadot picture going, "Oh, so beautiful, my queen." Like, literally saying shit like that. Like,
how sick would it be if we
like,
became friends with Paul Schrader?
Dude, I would love to become friends with Paul Schrader.
I would break quarantine to have like a maskless lunch with him if he asked me.
He keeps getting kicked out of online poker games because he keeps saying horny things to like the women in them. So like it happened, it was a big fiasco. He like posted about it on Facebook. And because he posts all that, like his Facebook. You should rejoin Facebook just to be friends with Paul Schrader. It's incredible. And so. And now there's even like a Twitter account, Paul Schrader, posting his L's online. It's so fucking funny. And then today he goes, kicked out of another online poker group. Cancel culture's the best. And so I pulled up the messenger because I follow him so I can send a message. And I'm like, Mr. Schrader, I have a podcast. It's like we're affiliated with the comedy and satire website, thehardtimes.net. We have a decent following. We're huge fans of your movies. I just saw Adam Resurrected. I thought it was great. We would love to have you on and get your take on the current social climate surrounding cancel culture. If any of this sounds interesting to you, please get back to me. Thank you, Nick. Which, and I'm like, maybe. I mean, I would love to have Paul Schrader on and hear his take on fucking cancel culture, dude.
Oh, it would be amazing.
How it applies to him specifically in his Zoom meetings.
That'd be so sick. What we got to do is we got to convince him that like we can hook him up with some young tail. They'd be like, oh yeah, we hang out with a lot of girls. We could bring you sometime.
Dude, should I just start fine-doming Paul Schrader?
No, we don't want to do anything bad to him.
No, man, I can do that. Hang on,
I just meant as like to entice him to hang out with us.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, at this point, why not just go the extra mile?
Like, so you just want to steal from him?
You know, it would be one thing to ask a favor of Paul Schrader, but if I could have him personally indebted to me, I mean, now we're in the big leagues. If I could just coerce Paul Schrader into being third mic on this podcast forever, I mean, what more do you want?
That would be pretty fucking sick.
Paul, if you don't do the podcast this week, I don't care if you have to direct a movie. If you miss the podcast this week, I will leak photos of your cock and balls in a cage to the entire internet. And your face is in them, so they're going to know that it's you. That's what I want, dude.
Damn, I want Paul to be third mic so bad.
Well, I'm gonna email him. I'm gonna make it happen for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be so sick. Us reaching out to big guests typically goes pretty bad, but I like this. I like this I like this go getting energy.
Well, you gotta. If there's one thing I've learned about dealing with celebrities is you gotta have dirt on them. Gotta have dirt. Only way you're gonna get what you want. You have to have dirt. Yeah, let me just see if I can't believe you've been missing out. Let me see if I can like just read one of these Paul Schrader posts to you, dude, because you have been missing out on. It's like this man directed Taxi Driver. Like he's one of, or no, he wrote Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
He directed Mishima. Like he's one of the greatest filmmakers of the 20th century, and he just cannot stop posting Facebook statuses. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, here where we go. Yeah, he's talking about Lindsey Graham. That one's not as good. Here he is talking about Olivia Wilde. Fuck. All right, here we go. In grad school, I started writing on the night shift, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, and cocaine in a round-robin stimulus party. Nobody's asked him to post this. He's just talking about he would do cocaine all night. Once I had children, I had to learn how to write on a day shift. That took 6 months. Now with this goddamn COVID-19 thing, I find myself waking up and working in the middle of the night, but without the cocaine and the nicotine.
Nice.
Thank you, Paul. Here he is. He's talking about he's proposing a left-wing QAnon. Paul and dude, we're fucking on
we're
the
in
same
sync.
Wavelength. We're totally in sync.
Please read me that status.
I mean, well, it's in response to something else, so it's kind of like let's see. My entry into the left-wing QAnon contest. What if those little chips of detritus and skin and whatnot you pick off your arms and shoulders were traceable by the deep state? And yes, this was a thought that occurred to me whilst I was writing a script. So I don't really know what that means, but I know that I like him. I like Paul a lot.
Skin tags?
I have no idea. Here's a fucking great one. This is one of the all-time Paul Schrader statuses. January 31st at 3 a.m. Why do the actresses that incite me the most, Kristen Stewart, Ellen Page, etc., turn out to be lesbians? Is that my problem? Or is it even a problem? Or does it define all the relationships that I've had? Just posing that. It's also awesome. All these statuses have like 900... What?
They all have what?
They all have like 900 likes.
Yeah, like if someone said that to me just conversationally, I would be upset, I think.
But right now imagine that somebody with Paul... Imagine that somebody with the credits that Paul Schrader has just opens with that, dude.
Yeah. So sick.
So all right. So here's what started all. This will be the last one that I read. But here's what started all of this with the. And
then we are.
I mean, like he's been posting embarrassingly forever, but this is the poker thing. For about a year, I've been a member of a Zoom online poker group. Virtually met many interesting people and loved hearing about their lives. A genuine respite in these sheltering-in-place times. A week ago, though, apparently I said something inappropriate. Parentheses, not unlike me, though. I'm not sure how inappropriate it was. And as a result, I got banned from the group. So I ask, if you can't say something inappropriate at a poker game, where can you say it? And then in the comments, he clarifies, what did I say? One of the players was an attractive 30-ish woman. Think Allison Williams. That's a great... You can tell he's a screenwriter.
Yeah.
He's
got character descriptions.
Think Allison Williams. He's fucking Shane Black, dude. And I wondered how hot her BF, parentheses husband, was. I asked her to hold up a phone photo so the other members of the group could vote on how hot he was. Now, I admit... This was monumentally
He's playing the AOC game with some lady in his poker group.
So awesome. He
Dude's
goes, now I
rock.
admit this was monumentally tasteless and yes, Himalayan inappropriate, even if it was a shade witty. Well, that was enough. They froze me out. Oh, how could they do it to Paul, dude? How could they do it to our guy?
Yeah. How could they do it?
I love that this guy just has no fucking idea.
It's in the middle of a poker game. So that all happens and someone's like, all right, I call?
He opens a chat. He opens a private chat. He's like, damn, I think I have to... He's like, fuck. I think I have to kick out Academy Award-winning screenwriter Paul Schrader. I think he can't come back to our Zoom poker games anymore.
Yeah, who else do you think is in this? Do you think it's just him and like...
do you think it's like Brian De Palma and Martin Scorsese, or do you think it's like fucking normies? Because I hope it's just regular people. I bet it's
I bet it's like working actors and stuff.
Yeah, probably like people he's worked with.
Yeah. I bet it's him and like crew people from his movies.
Anybody who will hang out with him.
And guess what? We just made the list.
Trying to join that circle. I mean, there was a really so.
I've always wanted to be a hanger-on of somebody like past their prime in this town.
And apparently, Paul is really likes doing that. He likes mentoring like wayward, failing.
Paul, please help us.
Well,
we've been silenced by cancel culture.
We need the original solitary man to pull us out of the mire and the muck, dude.
Yeah.
To wash away the filth. Well, he was trying to do
I really want to ask him why he wrote Travis as such an unequivocal hero.
He was trying to do, I guess he's like in his 80s or whatever, and he was on Facebook asking if anybody had an acid hookup. So awesome. So fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he was also asking
and
if he
did you say yes?
No. I this was before somebody shared the post. This is before I like followed him and tried to add him.
That was a good in.
Dude. That should have been my in. I should hit him up, and I should actually send him another message, just like, by the way, I have drugs. And he was saying, like, also, he's like, can anybody get me acid? Also, am I too old to do acid? And apparently what happened was, like, Oliver Stone saw that Facebook status and, like, wrote him a letter that said, yes, Paul, you are too old to do acid.
That's when I think I would do it, though.
When you're 80?
Yeah, when there's no stakes.
When you're going to die anyway?
Yeah. Because I could still mess the rest of this up pretty bad. At this point, like, I'm already off to a pretty bad start, and I could tank this whole living thing. This could get way worse for me.
Once you've already seen how it all shook out, it's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Now's the perfect time to shake things up.
It's like New Game Plus.
Yeah, you don't want to do acid. You want to be sure that you are going to ruin your life on your own before you do acid.
Yeah, before I start doing drugs. All right, well, that's an hour 5.
Nice. All right, well, I hope we get fucking Paul on the podcast. I'm going to keep working on this.
We are going to do our absolute best. All right.
All right, see you guys.
Sick.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See you lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.
Everybody